Hey yo, it's Bretto coming to you live with another ENS YouTube video. This one we're going to name ENS.Domains. I am not the creator of this, but there's a lot to break down on this website, and I'd love for you to explore it with me. So first we're going to start off by talking about governance. So ENS recently released a coin called its ticker symbol is ENS, which ENS stands for the Ethereum Name Service, if you're unfamiliar. And it's essentially it's a decentralized naming system for wallets, websites, and more. You can associate data with other data. The data that I'm associating with stuff, for example, is Bretto.eth. I'm associating Bretto.eth with my brand online for this stuff. This stuff being like YouTube videos, my Twitter account, my TikTok, I'll make a Facebook page, but like I recently started a business, but I think as a character, I have some things to say that I don't necessarily need to be associated with the business. So I'm trying to make like the personal brand from Bretto.eth. So I'm associating that with things which will become very important as we explore more about ENS. So I originally started this video thinking that let's go over everything in the toolbar first. We'll start with ENS governance. And then I justified, I got some tangential thinking going on. I was like, let me go through the homepage first. And then I realized going through this homepage that there is a lot to break down. So this one is just going to be an exploration of the homepage and some of the things associated with it. We're not going to do a deep dive into governance. We're not going to do a deep dive into community, team, docs, or the launching of the app. But we'll at the very end, we'll go to those things. But until then, we're just going to go through the pages and look at the technologies that are associated with this particular company. So without further ado, ENS.Domains. The ENS airdrop occurred already where I actually was deployed. If you had registered an ENS domain, whether it's Bretto.eth, weare101.eth, Alicia.eth, there's so many different Brantley.eth, there's so many names out there where you think Facebook.com or Twitter.com or YouTube.com. Those are DNS names, domain name services. It's a way for you to associate something on the web with data. In those cases, it'd be like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files, and potentially those things link up to stuff on the back end that does way more than that. But what I'm getting at is ENS does this in a decentralized way. So it might not directly affect you, the whole centralization of power. I mean, it does affect you in some way, but the centralization of domain name services. But the Ethereum name service, its goal is to decentralize that. And also, I would argue that a lot of the people in the community want to see it become a way of establishing your identity on Web3, which is super cool. Having a username for Web3, which, if you're unfamiliar, Web 1 was essentially static websites that you can post up online, which started maybe 10 or 20 years ago. Not 10 years ago, 20 or 30 years ago. I don't have the time scales right, but we have the internet in front of us, so let's find out. Web 1. Personal websites were common, static pages hosted on internet service provider run web servers or on free hosting services. So there would be someone hosting, which essentially has power over it. So Web 2.0 was really when you could start to share stuff on the internet and upload stuff yourself, user-generated content, ease of use, participatory culture, and interoperability for end users. So the third piece to that, Web 3.0, is really when you bring ownership into the picture. When you create a piece of content and you post it on social media, who owns that piece of content? Who owns that data? Technically, I'm not. This is not legal advice or financial advice, but I'm pretty sure whoever you posted it, wherever you posted it, they own it. It's on their server. It's on their platform, and they could take it down, bring it, do whatever they want with it at their will. And sure, maybe there's a digital signature somewhere on your computer that says you did this at this time and blah 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 blah. But what it comes down to is there's no decentralized database that can verify that you did in fact create this piece of content, and any funds or royalties associated with that are yours. And also, there's no vanity to it. Sure, you might have a lot of posts and followers, but will a Facebook user ever actually outshine Facebook as a company? No. Maybe you have a million likes on Facebook. Facebook itself has more likes because all likes are on Facebook that are likes on Facebook. But like, okay, so then you'd like, okay, well, you can have like a Twitter, a Facebook, and an Instagram identity, all these different identities, but that doesn't change the fact that it's hosted by these platforms. With ENS, let's show you Web 3.0. It brings into ownership and like being able to prove that you own something. There's like more utility. So let's just Web 3.0 is built upon the core concepts of decentralization, openness, and greater user utility. Like if we go on Etherscan, and this is for Ethereum, and I'm super interested in all blockchain technologies, but you need to pick one when going over some of this stuff. Like if I was trying to teach you how to program, I couldn't teach you JavaScript, Python, Java. Java and JavaScript are different if you think those are the same, and I'm just repeating myself. Dart, C#, C, C++. Like I can't teach you all those at the same exact time. I mean, I kind of want to, where I teach you programming fundamentals, and then we just like go through them each, like what is a variable, what is what are operations, like on all the different languages, and show you that like these are similar concepts across platforms or across languages. But with blockchain, it's important because it's so abstract currently that like we pick one, and I could have picked Solana, I could have picked I think XRP, but like I'm picking Ethereum. It's the biggest one that's got smart contracts on it right now. Sure, gas fees are ridiculous right now, but supposedly, and we're gonna explore this together. Like, if we're gonna at the end of this decide, like, at the end of my like career making YouTube videos, we're gonna decide if it's worth doing this stuff with Ethereum, or should we find another solution? Either way, decentralization, I would argue, is key. And I don't want to spread disinformation, but like certain like. This isn't disinformation. Not every blockchain is decentralized. The decentralized component of a blockchain made something like Bitcoin so revolutionary for its time and makes it internet gold. And with Ethereum, it's like some people will argue because all like the Ethereum was pre-mined that it like is not decentralized. But I think it's like it was the first place. Like the benefits of centralization, like to start something, like whenever you start to create something, it's centralized to you. But when you give it back to the people, that's when the decentralization can occur. And I would argue that Ethereum did it really well. And sure, tons of early adopters, the creators, became very wealthy in the process. But they're like technical people. And I would just argue that generally in the field, the technical people don't always get as much shine as they deserve. Maybe they are getting paid enough, but we're using Ethereum. It's a cool technology. It's got smart contracts and programmable money. And it's going to be one of the ways that this like mass adoption of cryptocurrency occurs. So without further ado, I might have already said that, but we're going to keep exploring. On Etherscan, we're actually able to see all the transactions that occurred. Like 27 seconds ago, miner Hevion Pool did mined 323 transactions in one block and was rewarded 2 Ether for that. Like you can see live all the like how the blockchain is being built, and this is like deserving of its own video too. But we're gonna start with ENS. So, anyways, we got ENS coin. They airdrop their tokens. An airdrop is when like you basically interact with this decentralized application that's distributing things based on like proof that you have to prove first, for this airdrop at least, that you owned something. And the way I did that was I had in my MetaMask, I had bought before October 31st a particular domain or Ethereum name service name, ENSN, I'm going to call that. Because I bought that, they were like, you're an early adopter. We're going to distribute to you coins based on your level of engagement, pretty much. Not engagement like likes and retweets, but like, were you actually using the protocol? And I was using the protocol. So because I was using it, they distributed those coins. Now, I had to prove that I own the account that did that. Like every ENS name, every ENSN is an NFT. NFTs allow you to prove the association of a particular address, public address, with a particular token. Now, because I owned it, I was able to prove it because it was in my MetaMask. And you can prove that you own it by owning the public key. So you can like transfer things out, but you can also sign with that the private key. I meant to say private key. So because I have that private key, I'm able to sign and say, yeah, like this is me and I want to accept my tokens. So I paid a gas fee and then they deposited nearly $8,000 worth of tokens. So we're 15 minutes in. That's my sign. Get it on going. Like, let's keep going. Decentralized naming for wallets, websites, and more. Search, register, manage. Cool stuff. So yeah, you can search for your name, see if it's still available. You can register your name, and then you can start managing the way that the name that you bought and registered maps, which is cool. So this is kind of how the process works. I hope it doesn't. Let me see. Well, that will go. Sweet. So we'll start here. This is what the first interface looks like. You'll connect to the main network using some type of wallet. I use MetaMask. Then you search for your name, and look, your name.eth was available. You request how long you want to register it for, and currently there's rules set up so that like after those 2 years are up, you kind of get first dibs on it. There's a grace period, and then it goes up for auction at a premium value or a premium price to try and re-register it. Just know that when you're registering these things, you are subject to the gas prices of Ethereum at the time, which are particularly ludicrous lately because everyone's recognizing how valuable and important this technology is. And even if another system takes over, knowing what like a name service is will provide you with some type of utility moving forward in this space, because there will be a dominant figure, and I just happen to believe that it's ENS. And maybe after I explore this and like look at other name services, that changes. I'm not going to be tied to it, but I have some money invested in this, so I think that so clearly like there may be some bias involved. Bias being I'm making videos about this and not the Solana name service. If you want to make one a Solana name service thing, go ahead. I might do that too. But so you can request to register. You give it the amount of time you want, which the price for the amount of time is pretty cheap, so I tend to like just up it a bunch. But then it doesn't show you here, but there's also a gas fee associated. So you'd request to register, you'd wait a minute, and then you'd register. At one point in there, you pay like a big gas fee, and then another one you pay a smaller gas fee. So I'm not going to get into the details about how those gas fees work, but I imagine there's several protocols and transactions that occur behind the scenes for the protocol to go through. A lot of people don't know that stuff when they're doing this stuff, and we're going to explore that stuff in this video series. So there's a parent, a registrant, a controller, and an expiration date. Expiration date, you can imagine, is the amount of time since the day you bought it or the day you registered it. The registrant is the address that you registered. Mine was mine was the one that was associated with my MetaMask. The controller, I believe you can transfer control of the controller to someone else. Like if you want someone else to be like in charge of the naming protocols, if you want like to let them pay for things, like maybe you want to keep ownership of it, but you're letting someone else control it and you're delegating responsibility for that thing, like you can set a controller to do that. We'll find out if I'm wrong as we explore the docs, but we're not there yet. Resolver, I believe that is the actual wallet that we're let's find out exactly what the resolver is, because I've still had some questions. Resolver, ENS. Public resolver is it implements a general purpose check interface. We don't need to know all this yet. At some point, I will be exploring all this stuff. What is a resolver? Yeah, so there's a smart contract that has an address that the resolver is actually the smart contract that is like, all right, like this is what you registered. Let's make sure all the data, like let's access all that data now. So the actual place that all that data is stored would be whatever your resolvers is, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I kind of knew that, but I wouldn't have been able to explain it, which is why I've done my research to convince me of it, but I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to expose you to some information at a high level right now. And I know I might be ranting, but we're going to move on. Your Web3 username. So this is your like the ownership-based component. Instead of Web 1 or Web 2, where it's like you can see stuff, you can post stuff. Now you can own stuff online. So no more shadowbox usernames. Own your username, store an avatar and other profile data, and use it across services. I'm really looking forward to sign in with Ethereum. I know on decentralized applications that I make, that is going to be one of the primary ways that I permit login. And like I would imagine it becomes like sign in with Apple or sign in with Google, but like bigger than like to the point where like that like the primary is sign in with Ethereum, and then maybe later on you get like sign in with Solana and like other platforms, and then you get developers who are just really smart and decide not to use the Ethereum platform, and then you see the ecosystem as a whole become way more valuable. And that's what's so exciting is that like it like this is blockchain. One name for all your addresses. No more copying and pasting long addresses. Like if you wanted to copy and paste my address, you would. It's 0x435 54 FAAF. Like no one wants to, and nobody got time for that. But if you type in Bretto.eth, it will automatically, anyone utilizing this protocol, oops, look, personal stuff. Nope, don't look at my email. If you type in Bretto.eth, it actually maps to that because that's the way I said, that's the data that I associated with the Bretto.eth that I purchased. So no more copying and pasting. Everywhere, like everything I can store in these locations. I can store cryptocurrencies, tokens, or NFTs. And technically NFTs are tokens, but they're just not fungible. What that basically means is an NFT is not replaceable where a token is replaceable and a cryptocurrency is replaceable. Both of those things would be, like in this form at least, considered fungible because one Ethereum equals one Ethereum, one Doge equals one Doge. An NFT minted from the same project may have different characteristics about it, which will mean that one Astrohead does not equal another Astrohead. Sure, someone may have evaluated it and priced it and purchased it for the same price, but those prices could fluctuate. I will guarantee, you can almost guarantee that they will not have paid like the. It wasn't the same price. Like if I paid one Ethereum for an Astrohead and then someone else paid one Ethereum for an Astrohead, because I said and then and not at the same time, Ethereum is volatile, so the price could have been different. So I could have paid $4,000 for that one, like US dollars, for that purchase, where someone else could have paid $5,000. It was one Ethereum in both cases, but the value was different. It's not fungible. Those two Astroheads aren't worth the same. The rarity on them could be different. The way that a lot of these projects get generated is they have associated random. They have values associated with characteristics, some of which are rarer than others, and then they layer them on top of each other, and then create projects kind of based on like giving you certain access based on which if you have a more rare NFT, people might just value it better because they like the project, they want to be involved, they like the other perks, and they want the coolest one. That's kind of the boat I'm in. There's a particular Astrohead I really want, and I don't have it yet, but I'm working it out. If someone wants to send me some ETH, at least 2 ETH, that would help me get the Astrohead I want. We have decentralized websites. Yeah, you can associate... Once it becomes compatible with browsers, you can go to something like Bretto.eth and it will link you to like a website that is mapped based on the resolver address, the data that I put in when I bought the Ethereum, when I bought the ENS name. So yeah, you could still associate it with stuff like .com, .org, .io, .app, .xyz, and .art, but it's more robust. The ENS ecosystem. This is actually where I got to when I was talking about governance. I was like, we're going to go over the homepage. I got to the ENS ecosystem and I was like, it's really worth exploring what all of these things are. So we have, we're going to start with Coinbase. Coinbase is an exchange. I believe it's a custodial exchange, or it might be a non-custodial exchange, that operates a cryptocurrency exchange platform, operates remote first, and lacks an official physical headquarters. What is it mainly used for? That makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies. I like it. Coinbase makes buying Bitcoin as easy as buying a stock through an online brokerage, but look out for the fees and poor customer. That's cap. I like that. Well, I haven't actually interacted with their customer service because their product works. I have had correspondence with some issues that I had with Crypto.com. I don't think they're implementing the ENS protocol the way that I expected. And when I typed in the address that I wanted to send it to, it prefixed it with something that I didn't want. Or like I couldn't associate an address, and I was complaining to them, and it was probably my fault. But I also thought it was weird that like I was able to put it in and it deserialized the address, but it wasn't the address that I had mapped it to. So I would say that is like, I say that's a bug. I don't think it's a feature when like there's literally a protocol that's like exists on the on Ethereum to resolve these things, and it's not implemented properly, or it wasn't when I had used it. I reached out to them and they gave me a bunch of feedback. I kind of had to go through a bunch of hoops, but Crypto.com, good website, good exchange, I would argue, but I know a lot of people have also said bad customer service there too. That said, make your own decisions. None of this is advice. This is just me speaking. But Coinbase uses that system. So it's exciting. That means that I can go, if you try and send me money to, if I try to send you money from my Coinbase account, not just money, but like cryptocurrencies, I could type in Bredo or whatever your name is .eth, and it'll get to you. So that's cool. I believe all of these are wallets then. So Rainbow Wallet. So makes managing your assets a joy, it says. So yeah, it looks like it's another wallet. Unfortunately, the network fee associated with adding, swapping, or sending is not a fee we control. Yeah, these are the gas fees. Where can I find my secret phrase? Yeah, you get 12 unique words that help you get your to recover and use your wallet address, but it's very important that you don't lose those things. So yeah, these are wallets. We have my Bitcoin wallets. We'll just hit see more. All of these are wallets apparently, and perhaps each of them would be worth diving into in their own video. We might as well just like look at what all their interfaces are on here while we're here, because you're here. Let's see, Trust Wallet, best, the most trusted and secure crypto wallet. Are you sure about that? I mean, looks all right. I don't use it, but it could be solid. So yeah, wallets are super important. This is where you're going to be storing your funds. So I use MetaMask primarily, but I also have other ones. My crypto, managing and storing your assets has never been easier. Bitcoin.com wallet. So what a name, Bitcoin.com. That is gold. You would think that they'd have the Bitcoin logo right there, though. They don't. I guess it is a Bitcoin logo, but what is Bitcoin? I wonder if it's for, yeah, it's for all cryptos. That's kind of cool. 1inch wallet. Let's see their interface. They got some volume. Top 5 supported networks. Optimism, Polygon, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Bitcoins, or no, Binance Smart Chain. Alpha Wallet. Let's just check it out. Open source. We like to see that. Alpha. Leverage blockchain and tokenization faster and launch your MVP and cost compared to alternative solutions. MVP for what? To customize white label wallet for your business. This smart token extend the business logic of your tokens and implement rich features that apps previously struggled with. Run your token natively for iOS and Android in real time. That's cool. That's worth exploring. Alpha Wallet. Ambo. What is Ambo? It's never too late to get into crypto. Obviously, that's why we're doing this video, for people who are not in crypto yet, or who are just degenerates like I am, looking to explore the space more. We got Argent, the best Ethereum wallet. They got careers. Layer 2 is coming. I like that. Layer 2 waitlist. I mean, on Coinbase, I'm already staking some Ethereum too. So I don't know what waitlist they're talking about. Authereum. Your wallet where you want it. Log into your favorite dApps with Authereum. So look, the decentralization of wallets. There's all these different options. Are we really going to go through all of these? I mean, it's so good to see them all. We might as well give them all a name. We got Blank Wallet, Blockchain, Blockdo, Brave, BRD or Bird, Burner Wallet, Coinbase Wallet Extension. Don't know why both have to exist. CoinHako, whatever. Coinomi, Decent Wallet, Tether, Dex Wallet, Dynalock, Edge, iDo, Engine, Frame, Frontier Wallet, Gnosis, Safe. I dig it. Gnosis. Go Pocket, Grid Plus, Garda, Huobi, I'm Token, Math Wallet, Leth, Keystone, Kepler. Interesting. Jarvis, MetaMask Extension, MetaMask Mobile. I use both. Multis, My Ether Wallet, Opera, OwnBit, Paydamat, Pillar. That looks modern. Status, Stake Wallet, gross. Venly, Unstoppable, Trustee, Taurus, Token Pocket, Waleth. How do I say you? Cum, Zum, Kyum. Why would you do that? Zippy. Interesting. Apps that use it. Look at all these apps. I'm not going to go through them all. But like this could be its own video, just the apps that also I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through all of these and explore each of these in more fine-grained detail. Something to do. A way to pump out content, things that support, might as well. Browsers. So Brave, Opera, MetaMask, Status, Cloudflare, Almanet, ETHDNS, ETH.limo, ETH.link, MetaMask Mobile, and Puma. Out of all of these, is it Opera like very old? Opera browser. I love Chrome though. I like Google a lot. Multi-platform web browser developed by its namesake company, Opera, is a Chromium-based browser. Excellent. It was released in '95. So that's cool. I dig it. I might download Opera and start doing some stuff with Opera because, like, I know Brave, you get the basic attention token. I heard something about Brave, though, once that, like, let's just explore this because Brave browser, the bad and the ugly. Super fast. People dig that. But, what was it? Address. Oh, they didn't, not this. Ad replacement plans controversy. See, this is the one. I read this once and it turned me off. Brave browser CEO apologizes for automatically adding affiliate links to cryptocurrency URLs. The privacy-focused browser has come under criticism from its users. Brave, the open-source browser, to prioritize blocking third-party ads, is facing criticism from users for redirecting URLs from cryptocurrency companies to affiliate links that Brave profits from. In a way, that's the finesse. Get that bag. But at the same time, like, I thought we could trust you, Brave. I told people good things about you. But it's because I didn't know. Spotted the redirect when he typed Binance.us into the search bar and the browser auto-completed to Binance.us English reference their reference ID. They both go to the same page, but the affiliate link is used to track users and generate income. That's literally tracking. They're routing it through, it's all just Brave, but no, that's not. Brave default auto-completes verbatim Binance address bar to add. We are a Binance affiliate. We refer users via the opt-in trading widget, but autocomplete should not add any code. The finesse, Like, no harm, no foul if no one was going to get the affiliate anyway. But at the same time, like, was anyone actually getting hurt? I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating because I didn't think of it. Nah, it's just not right. Is it not right? I'll let you decide. Let me know in the comment section below. Is that messed up? Or is it just like business as usual? Because, like, is it actually associating that data with the particular user? I can't say for certain, and that one article does not tell me enough. And quite frankly, I'm not that compelled to, like, dig deep on it because I'm not using Brave right now. But if someone could be like, no, like, that was wrong or that was okay, like, I'm persuadable on this. Like, it's not that big a deal to me. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. So subscribe to our mailing list. I think I'm on their mailing list. I'm in their Discord. I'm going to discuss on our forum and read our documentation. All of these are going to be explored in further detail. Twitter, you know about Twitter, I would assume. Medium is like a blog posting place. GitHub is where, I guess that's where their code lives. That'd actually be worth exploring. Yeah, wow, that's super cool. The ENS app, governance, ENS contracts. Yeah, and it's in JavaScript, so this is like the web front end for this stuff. I'd like to explore some of this more, but I don't need to right now. So Twitter, GitHub, there's a bug bounty. Yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do is do this with governance because that's really important. Like the tokens that they distributed, it's for governance. It's so that people have a vote and have a say in the direction that the development of the open source protocol goes. Like, what do people want? And I'm sure that, like, it comes down to the developers and, like, the people in the community voting whether or not they want to see something get, like, put in. It's hard, though. Like, DAOs, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, it's a new front in accepted history. And it's like, how's it going to go? Let me know in the comment sections down below if there's any DAOs you've heard about that you're excited about. Anyways, I'm going to sign out now and start on governance. I hope this video was helpful. It might have been totally useless, but maybe we'll launch the app and just, like, we'll do a little exploring. Let's pick one. We'll do Meta, something that like you're going to be like, of course, someone already took Meta, but you would be like, oh, dang, someone took Meta. This is when it expires. This is who owns it. This is the registrant. What else do they own? Nebula. Look at all this cool stuff. Solve, Plaid, Hidden, Usual, Float, Wisp, Jordan. They own quite a bit of good names. That's solid. I like it. But what you can also do here is take that address, go to OpenSea. I hope this is okay. Yeah, okay. Cloudflare. We would do OpenSea.io, and you can just do that. And you can actually see the address that it resolves to, which is Jord. This person owns meta.eth, which they can fetch a pretty penny for that. Config.eth, method.eth, solve.eth. This person's they're sitting on a bag. I don't care what anyone says. This is super cool. Anyways, yep, signing out. Hope you have a good rest of your day.